Alright, what's going on, guys? Today I'll be giving my MLB FanDuel picks for Thursday, May 11th. Well, I've got a 9-game slate on today for this Thursday. Before we get started, I want to thank you guys for all the good feedback I got on yesterday's video. I did get some really good, nice comments that said you guys were enjoying the FanDuel videos. So I'm going to keep pumping out FanDuel videos along with DraftKings. I'm just going to do a little cycle, have a couple videos of one and then a couple videos of the other, and just sort of do a rotation. So probably after today, I'll start back with DraftKings and then just keep rotating like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so looking at pitcher today, there aren't any cheap pitchers that I'm really liking today, so I definitely think you're going to pay up. There's two guys I like up top. I really like Zach Greinke today, and I also really like Michael Fulmer. I don't really like the Greinke's playing at home in Arizona. Chase Field is a great hitter's park, and Greinke is a little expensive in my opinion. I think he's a little bit too much at $10,200. So I'm going to be taking the discount off of Greinke and going with Michael Fulmer at just $9,400, getting a matchup against the Angels. I absolutely love this spot for Fulmer. The Angels are not a very good hitting team, and their ballpark does favor pitchers. So I'm really liking Michael Fulmer today. He's going to be the pitcher that I'm probably going to pay up for. Like I said, the Angels are not a good hitting team. They have really struggled offensively this year. Although they're not a team that's going to strike out a lot, they're definitely not going to score runs. With Mike Trout hurt and out of this lineup, the Angels, they've just not been hitting the ball well. I definitely think if Trout is out of the lineup, that's just going to give Fulmer an even bigger boost. When Trout's out, the Angels lineup is just so bad, so I definitely like Michael Fulmer today. If you look at his game log, he has been a little up and down this year, but he definitely has that upside that you want. In his last game against Oakland, he posted 9 strikeouts in that game, only allowed 1 earned run. As you can see on FanDuel, you get points for quality starts. And in Fulmer's 6 games that he's pitched this year, he's got a quality start in all 6 of those games. The quality start is definitely a huge boost on FanDuel. Does get you 4 extra points. And Fulmer, he can definitely pitch deep into this game. Like I said, the Angels are not a good hitting team, so I definitely like Michael Fulmer today. He's probably going to be the pitcher that I pay up for. I do think he's a little bit too cheap at $9,400. And like I said, for all my FanDuel videos, after I give my top 5 plays, I'm going to give other pitchers that I like. So for those of you that play on DraftKings, I'm not just going to give one pitcher. I know you have to fill out 2 pitchers on DraftKings, so stick around after the top 5 plays to hear my other picks that I like. But yeah, looking at my 4 hitters for my top 5 plays, catcher, there's a guy that I like here that I'm going to be going cheap for, and that's Ryan Hanigan, just $2,300, playing at home today in Coors. Hanigan should be in the starting lineup today since a lefty is going to be on the mound. Hanigan will be getting the platoon advantage. I definitely like him today if he is in the starting lineup. He is dirt cheap at just $2,300, and since he's playing in Coors, I really like Hanigan as a value today at catcher. If you look at Hanigan's game log, in the 4 games that he's played this year, 3 of them have been in Coors, and in those 3 games he posted 9, 13, and 0 FanDuel points. And then on the 1 game on the road that he played in against the Padres, he posted 28 FanDuel points. So Hanigan has been really consistent in the time that he's played. So Hanigan has been really consistent in the short amount of time that he's been on the field. He's batting .375 this year. He has already homered. I definitely like Ryan Hanigan today as someone that you can target for cheap value. Just $2,300. If he's in the starting lineup, he's definitely going to be someone that I target. Even though he bats towards the bottom of the order, I still like Hanigan today. That price tag is just too cheap. And playing in Coors, the run should definitely be scored today. You got 2 bad pitchers pitching in Coors, so I really like Ryan Hanigan as someone you can target for value. Another value play that I like, there's one at second base, and that's Rougned Odor at just $3K, getting a match against Julio Chacin. I really like Odor today as well for value. He's very cheap on FanDuel at just $3,000. That is pretty cheap. And I love the matchup for Odor as well. Going up against Chacin. Chacin is not that good of a pitcher. And Odor is going to be getting the platoon advantage. And you know he hits righties very well. And I also really like that Odor is playing at home today in Texas, which is a great hitter's park. So Odor, he's definitely going to be someone that I target today for value. Just $3K. I really like that price tag. And if you pay up for pitcher, which is something I always recommend, you're going to need cheaper value hitters. And I definitely think Odor can fit that build at just $3K. So I'm really liking him as someone that I'm going to be looking at second base. All right, looking at third base, there's one of my favorite plays here. I really like Nolan Arenado today at $4,700, playing at home in Coors Field. Arenado is going to be getting a matchup today against Hyun-Jin Ryu. And Arenado does have really good BVP against Ryu. Arenado is also going to be getting the platoon advantage, and he hits lefties very well. But looking at the BVP, it's a pretty big sample size. On 12 at-bats, Arenado has had 6 hits, so he's batting .500 against Hyun-Jin Ryu. And 6 of those hits, 2 of them have been home runs. So I definitely think you can target Arenado today. He has been a little up and down lately. He hadn't been really getting the job done. In his last 3 games, he's posted 9, 6, and 9 FanDuel points, which isn't great for a $4,700 price tag. But I like Arenado to bounce back today. I think he has a great chance to homer. If you just look at the BVP against Rue, he's done really well against him. And playing in Coors Field, best hitters park in the game. I really like paying up for Nolan Arenado today if you can. I know he's very expensive at $4,700, but there's definitely plenty of value today. So I like Arenado as someone to pay up for. I'm definitely going to be trying to fit him in all my lineups. And then looking at outfield, there's also a value play that I like here that's also a BVP play, and that's Hunter Pence, just 3,100, getting a matchup against Bronson Arroyo. Pence also has very good BVP against Arroyo. If you look at his BVP, he's got a huge sample size against Arroyo at 48 at-bats. Hunter Pence has had 14 hits. 2 of those hits have been home runs. He's batting .292 against Bronson Arroyo. The .292 is pretty solid, but I just really like the sample size. Whenever you get a BVP play with a huge sample size, that's always something you want to take advantage of. So I really like Hunter Pence today as someone that you can target for value at outfield. He is really cheap at just $3,100. The only thing I don't really like is he's going to be playing at home in AT&T Park, which is a pitcher-friendly park. But I still like Pence today. Just looking at the BVP against Arroyo, he's done really well against him. And Pence is also very cheap today, just $3,100. And if you pay up for pitcher, you're definitely going to need some cheaper hitters. So I like Hunter Pence as someone that you can target for value. And yeah, so these are my FanDuel top 5 plays for tonight. I went with Michael Fulmer, Ryan Hanigan, Rougned Odor, Nolan Arenado, and Hunter Pence. Right now, I'm going to give you some other picks that you can target at each position. So get out a pen and a paper and write some of these guys down. Looking at other pitchers that I like besides Michael Fulmer, like I said, I do like Zach Greinke today if you want to pay up. He's definitely going to be someone that I might consider. But looking at guys for cheaper, if you're attacking the mid-range at pitcher, I do like Marco Estrada today. And then a value pitcher that I like is Derek Holland. Derek Holland was supposed to pitch yesterday against the Twins, but that game got rained out, so they're going to play that game today. So I like Holland as someone you can target for value. Looking at catcher, this position seems pretty weak today. This is probably going to be a position that I punt with. If Ryan Hanigan's in the lineup, then Hanigan's probably going to be the guy that I target. But if he is not in the lineup, some other guys I'm going to consider. I definitely like Brian McCann today, getting a revenge game going back to Yankee Stadium. I definitely think you can target him. He's getting a match against Michael Pineda. Pineda gives up home runs, and McCann's a pretty good power hitter. And playing in Yankee Stadium, that's a great hitter's park for lefties. Definitely like Brian McCann today, someone you can target for catcher. And also another catcher I like is Alex Avila. First base, if you want to pay up at first base, I really like Mark Reynolds today. If you're attacking the mid-range, there's 2 mid-range plays I like at first base, and that's Chris Davis and Brandon Belt. Second base, if you want to pay up, there's a guy I really like here, and that's Chris Taylor. Taylor has been hitting the ball really well this year. He's also pretty cheap, just $3,800 on FanDuel. That is pretty cheap. He's going to be playing in Coors Field. He's going to be getting the platoon advantage against Tyler Anderson. I really like Chris Taylor today as someone you can target if you're going to stack Coors. I really like him. And also in that same game, also like DJ LeMahieu. You can definitely target him at second base. He is really cheap on FanDuel at just $3,400 playing in Coors Field. I think he should definitely be a little bit more expensive than that. Third base, I'm probably going to be paying up for Arenado here, but if you want to go for some cheaper guys at the mid-range, there's 2 guys I like. I like Jake Lamb today, and I like Miguel Sano. Shortstop, if you want to pay up, I like Trey Turner today, and I like Trevor Story. And then a value play I like at shortstop is Elvis Andrus. Outfield, some guys I like at different price ranges. I really like Ian Desmond today as someone you can target if you're going to stack Coors. He's really cheap on FanDuel at just $3,900. That seems a little bit too cheap. He's getting the platoon advantage against Hinian Ryu. Definitely like Ian Desmond today. I also really like Jose Bautista. Bautista has really been in a slump lately, but as I'm recording this video, he did hit a home run tonight, and he's getting a great matchup today, going against Chase DeJong. That guy's not a good pitcher, so I like Jose Bautista as someone you can target for cheap outfield value. And then 2 more value plays I like at outfield. I really like Carlos Beltran today. He's going to be getting a revenge game today, going back to Yankee Stadium. He's also getting a pretty good matchup against Michael Pineda. Pineda definitely gives up home runs playing in Yankee Stadium. Beltran's going to be batting from his left side. You all know Yankee Stadium is a great hitter's park for lefties, so I definitely like Carlos Beltran as an outfield value play. And then one more outfield value play that I really like is Ben Gamel. Ben Gamel's been hitting the ball really well this year. You can definitely target him if you need someone for value at outfield. And yeah, so those are some other picks that I like at each position. You can use my top 5 plays and then use those other picks that I gave and make a lineup out of that. Or if you guys want to get my lineups, then follow me on Twitter at the DFS_GOAT. If you look in the description, there is a link that you can click on, and it'll take you straight to my Twitter. Just give me a follow and message me on Twitter if you want to get my lineups. They are $5 a day, or you can get a week of lineups for $25. And I also will be posting on Twitter how my lineups do any night I give out lineups, I'm going to show you guys the lineup. So follow me on Twitter as well if you want to see that. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video and subscribe if you enjoyed. If you never want to miss out on any videos, please be sure to turn on post notifications. If you click the bell icon next to my YouTube name, that'll notify you every time I upload. So if you never want to miss out on any videos, please be sure to do that, guys. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Good luck tonight, guys. Peace.